And that brings us to the first student that we're going to talk about in Kid Talk. Before we get started in that, I just want to review sort of the format because we've been a little more freelance lately. We're going to go back, just for the sake of getting through as many students as possible, to a minute time limit. We'll start on this end with Ms. Blum, and we'll go around, pass if you don't have the student or if you don't have anything to say. Let's try not to repeat all of the issues and situations with kids that we know about, but try and think more of if we've learned anything lately that might be affecting a student, or things we want to work on that we can actually track and see whether those interventions are working.
So what are the problems and what are the interventions?
What are the
Do that
problems?
in one same turn, not switching.
One same turn, you know, what's your experience with the student in class? Have you noticed anything? And then what have you done or what have you noticed that has helped that student? Whether it's calling home, sitting down and talking to them, etc.
He's been meeting with Mr. McShane almost weekly, and has told him that he'll be staying after school with different teachers. Not sure if that's actually happening, so.
I kind of went through his backpack with him towards the end of last semester and collected everything that was done and separated that and turned it in. And then I will say this, if you go get him from lunch, he will come with you and he'll attempt to do the stuff, but he won't so much go on his own. But there was a couple times toward the end of last semester where I snagged him out of lunch after he was done eating and brought him to Mr. Cantor, and he was able to raise his grade a little bit through that way. So I would say that would be a strategy if he's suffering in your class or has a low grade. If you physically get him, he'll go. Also, Dad wants very much to sort of like be notified about what the situation is, and if he's not turning work in, if he is. So that might be another route to try if you haven't tried it.
I will say, I can get him to work. I can sit him next to my desk. If you have a specific assignment that you need for him to get done, put it in my mailbox, and I can get him to get it done and to turn it in, and I'll turn it in so that he doesn't forget.
Mr. McShane met with him recently. I think the plan all along has been that he's supposed to be staying after school, like pretty much every week, and that hasn't been happening. But he did tell Mr. McShane, I don't know if this is true, that he did stay with you for like a while recently, and his grade has gone up a little bit, I think. So the challenge, I think, right now for him is with English. He's just totally not on track with all the work that he has to catch up on, and so I think his grade is kind of slipping. So he's been working with him to just try to get him to try to stay after school or see his teachers during lunch. So that's kind of like the big push with him recently. So.
Okay, I'll go get him out of lunch. I have third period free.
Pass.
Yeah, I'll get him out of lunch too. That worked great last year.
Coordinate that.
Yeah. Where is he?
Whoever gets you first.
And he did come after school. He and came after school, and I gave them one set. I didn't give them all their missing assignments. I gave them each 2 assignments, and I said, come tomorrow at lunch, which was yesterday. They did not. So I guess that's the thing. Last semester, he did come through, and he passed, and he got the work in. He can do it, too. It's not like you have to help him with every aspect of it. He just sort of needs you sitting near him to do it, like, based on what Rosa said. I agree. So.
Pass.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea taking him out of lunch because he used to come early, like around 7:30 in the morning. He always visited me before first period started, and that was a good time for me to get him to do work. But now he always walks his girlfriend to school before first period, and so he gets here right when the bell rings or a little bit after, and then he refuses to stay after school because he feels that he has to pick up his girlfriend after school. She goes to another school. So I guess to get him to do work, the best time would be during the day here when he's in the building.
Okay. So if you guys have assignments that would just put them in my box, I'll
You can
make
also
sure.
let him know, hey, Mr. Cantor told me he gave
Yeah.
you 2 assignments.
Absolutely, and I'll see if he has them, and if he doesn't, I'll let you know.